Welcome to the Deep Dive. We explore fascinating tech developments and how they're impacting our world. Today, we're looking at a story that pits one tech titan squarely against another. It could potentially redefine how we all interact with software. Think ambition, rivalry, and maybe a glimpse into a future run by AI agents.
And before we jump right into that, just a quick word about Hui Wang's A History of China series. You can find it on Amazon. It's a really meticulously researched collection. Gives you a authoritative narrative of China's past. The latest volume, The Yuan Dynasty, is out now, ebook and paperback. Highly recommended if you want to deepen your understanding of world history.
Great recommendation. Okay, so let's talk about Macrohard. You've probably seen this name popping up. It's this playful, kind of provocative name from Elon Musk's Xi company, definitely getting attention. But just to be clear, it's not some new standalone company like Microsoft itself.
No, not okay.
It's more of a deliberate, jab at the tech giant, right?
Yeah.
An internal project name it checked.
Exactly. It's a jab. And Musk actually filed for the trademark back in August.
Yeah.
Last year.
He did. Really?
Yep. Though, let's be honest, getting it approved is virtually impossible. Microsoft is incredibly aggressive about defending its brand against anything remotely similar.
Right. Microsoft, Macrohard, macro, soft, hard. It's pretty direct.
Too direct. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office would likely shoot it down straight away because it's just too similar. Microsoft probably wouldn't even need to formally object.
Okay, so if the trademark isn't the real goal,
then it's about the buzz. Just like, the Boring Company.
Ah, right. Classic Musk playbook. Generate noise, get people talking.
Precisely. The value is the conversation, the media traffic it creates. He's brilliant at making sure his ventures are always being discussed.
So let's unpack this Macrohard idea a bit more. Beyond the name, what's the substance? Or the speculated substance, anyway. Word is, Xi wants to build a general-purpose AI agent. That sounds like something that could fundamentally change software as we know it.
That's the speculation, yes.
And Musk himself has made this, pretty bold claim. He suggested companies like Microsoft, the ones making fortunes from software subscriptions, could one day just be simulated by AI.
It is audacious, especially when you look at Musk's track record.
How so?
Well, think about his main ventures, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, even Solar City back in the day. They're very hardware-centric.
Right. Cars, rockets, brain interfaces, physical things.
Exactly. Now, Microsoft does hardware, Xbox, Surface, PCs, accessories, but fundamentally, everyone sees them as a software company first and foremost.
So the big question is, can AI really just redo all that software, build it again from the ground up?
That's the multi-trillion-dollar question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Look, many attempts to just rewrite software with AI have kind of stumbled so far. And frankly, all the tech layoffs happening right now don't exactly scream massive AI-led software rewrite revolution is happening tomorrow.
That's right.
So this deep dive today, it's more about exploring how these AI agents might change how we use software rather than just, recreating it wholesale.
And we can't talk about Musk versus Microsoft without mentioning the rivalry. It feels personal.
Oh, absolutely. There's history there.
Like Bill Gates shorting Tesla stock. Musk was not happy about that.
He wasn't. But it goes deeper. Maybe the ultimate slight from Musk's perspective was Microsoft's strategic investment in OpenAI.
Ah, OpenAI. Right.
That move, effectively, you could say, intercepted the company.
Mm-hmm.
Musk had early involvement, might have hoped to lead it. Microsoft swooped in with the big investment.
Ouch. Okay, so that definitely fuels the desire to, mock Microsoft with names like Macrohard.
It certainly adds fuel to the fire, yes. But it's more than just revenge. It's strategic.
How so?
This buzz, this name, it helps Musk recruit talent. He needs top AI people for Xi, especially for these personalized AI services they're talking about.
Makes sense. Hard to ignore a project with that kind of name and backing.
Right. And it signaled Xi's direction. It puts Microsoft and the whole software industry on notice. It's a very visible chess move. Okay, so if Macrohard wants to challenge Microsoft, we really need to grasp the scale of Microsoft's empire first. What are they actually up against?
Let's start with Windows, the OS. It's been dominant for decades.
Iconic, absolutely. But here's something interesting. Its biggest long-term threat probably isn't macOS. Apple users are often in a whole different ecosystem.
And not Linux on the desktop either?
The market share is just too small, relatively speaking. No, the real slow burn challenge comes from mobile OS, iOS, Android. Think about how much we all do on our phones now. Most daily tasks.
True. My phone does half the work my laptop used to.
And then there are tablet operating systems like iPad OS. It all points to this idea that Your next computer might not actually be a traditional computer.
That's a fundamental shift. The very definition of an operating system is blurring.
It really is. And it gets even more interesting.
How so? What else is changing that definition?
Well, look at apps like WeChat in China, or even TikTok to some extent. They're becoming these all-in-one platforms.
Right. You can chat, shop, pay bills, watch videos, all inside one app.
Exactly. They unify all these functions without you ever touching the underlying hardware management. The app itself feels like the OS for those tasks.
And AI fits into this.
Definitely. Advanced AI models, think Google Gemini, think ChatGPT, they're evolving towards OS-like roles too. The goal seems to be letting you do almost everything just by talking to the AI, right within that chat interface. No need to jump between different apps or websites.
Wow. So the AI becomes the interface to everything else.
That's the direction it seems to be heading. And even web browsers, Chrome, Edge, they're seen as these foundational OS layers now. Companies are competing to build new OS-like experiences on top of browsers.
Okay, so the OS landscape is shifting dramatically. What about Microsoft's other titan, the Office suite? Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Still huge, right?
Oh, absolutely dominant. Despite good competition, Apple's iWork has Keynote, which is great, but Pages and Numbers haven't quite dented Office's hold.
And Google Workspace.
Strong growth, definitely a major player, especially in collaboration, and even see OpenAI kind of nibbling around the edges with features like Canvas, experimenting with document creation.
So with Windows under pressure and Office-facing competitors, you'd still think those are Microsoft's crown jewels, the main moneymakers.
You would think so. But here's a key insight, something often overlooked. Microsoft's real financial engine, the powerhouse, it isn't primarily Office licenses or Windows sales anymore.
Really? Then what is it?
It's the less glamorous but massive world of system integration and custom enterprise software development.
Ah, the big corporate contracts, tailoring software for specific business needs.
Exactly that. Helping large organizations make all their different software systems work together, building bespoke solutions. That's where enormous value lies.
And that's the area Macrohard, or rather Xi, is likely targeting with its AI agent vision, disrupting that complex, high-value service layer.
Precisely. Which brings us right back to the promise and the current reality of AI in the enterprise world. Do you remember that Microsoft Copilot demo back in 2023?
Vaguely, yeah. Lots of hype about AI transforming how we use Office and Windows.
Huge hype. The imagination just soared. Everyone thought, okay, this is it. Everything's about to change. Work would never be the same.
Right. And has it? Changed everything, I mean.
Well, here we are nearly 2 years later. And honestly, many of those really ambitious, revolutionary features, they haven't fully landed in complex enterprise environments yet.
Why not? Is the AI not good enough? Or is Microsoft slow?
It's not really about the core AI capability itself or even Microsoft's engineering. The real bottlenecks seem to be more fundamental. Issues like information cleansing, getting company data ready for AI, defining clear information boundaries what the AI can and can't access.
And permissions, I bet.
Exactly. Robust permission management. Which employee's AI assistant can see which sensitive files or emails? No company is ready to just hand over the keys to the kingdom, essentially.
Especially given AI's tendency to sometimes hallucinate or be jailbroken, tricked into doing things it shouldn't.
Precisely. That variability in output, the risk of misuse, even unintentional. It creates a massive trust and security hurdle for large organizations dealing with sensitive data.
Okay, so enterprise AI is tricky, but you're saying AI is working better elsewhere.
Yes, definitely at the individual level, where the data scope is simpler and the permissions are much less complex, basically, just your own stuff.
Ah, so that's why we're seeing Copilot-like features starting to become genuinely useful for individual users more recently, like in the last few months.
That seems to be the case. It's easier to manage AI access to one person's emails and documents than across an entire department or company with complex access rules.
So enterprise still needs that old-fashioned, human-led custom system integration because AI can't yet navigate those data and permission minefields reliably.
Largely, yes. There's still a significant gap between what AI can do for an individual and what it can reliably, securely automate across a complex organization.
Let's make this concrete. Take something like contract approval. Anyone who's worked in a business knows this pain.
Oh yeah, grueling is a good word for it.
You start with a template, maybe, then meetings, filling it out, sending it to legal, back and forth with the other party, their lawyers get involved.
Endless emails.
Yeah.
Version control nightmares.
Right. Tracking changes in word, annotations, redlining, knowing who suggested what, then smaller meetings to hash out specific clauses, lawyers consolidating edits, final checks, hiding all the messy revision marks.
Don't forget printing. Multiple physical copies.
Oh, God, the printing. And then circulating the stack of paper for maybe 10, 15, 20 manual signatures, wet ink.
And finally, filing it away, hoping you can find it later when you need to refer back for a new deal. It's intricate.
It's incredibly complex, hugely paper-based, and takes forever, but it's standard practice.
Okay, now picture that same process, but with an AI agent involved. This is where the Macrohard vision starts to look really interesting, potentially transformative.
How would it work?
Instead of just, say, transcribing the meeting, the AI could actively participate, listen in during negotiations, flag missing clauses based on standard templates or your company's past agreements, even ask clarifying questions.
Making the meeting itself more efficient.
Exactly. Then, instead of sending a 200-page draft to everyone, the AI could generate short, granular summaries tailored to each stakeholder, like a personalized cheat sheet or an intent letter, focusing on what matters most to them.
So people could give feedback much faster. Confirm the key points without wading through legalese.
That's the idea, faster confirmation cycles. Then, the AI could compile all the feedback, maybe even facilitate targeted follow-up discussions on specific sticking points. And potentially, it could dynamically generate the final versions, automatically pulling in correct references to legal statutes or clauses from prior similar agreements your company has signed.
Wow. That level of contextual understanding, knowing past deals, legal rules, who needs what summary, that's way beyond current chatbots.
It absolutely is. That's the key. This deep contextual awareness and dynamic, proactive capability, it's the future vision that projects like Macrohard are hinting at, even if the tech isn't quite there today.
Okay, let's pull this all together. What does it mean? If this AI agent vision pans out, the disruption isn't really about building a replacement for Windows or a better version of Word.
No, it's much deeper than that.
It's about changing how results get delivered, right? How work actually gets done.
Precisely. It shifts the focus. Companies that are obsessed with, say, rigid formatting rules, specific fonts, the exact layout of a document, the pure aesthetics, they might struggle in this future.
Because the AI delivers the outcome, the information, maybe not in the traditional package.
Exactly. Whereas companies focus purely on outcomes, on efficiency, on getting the substance right. They could thrive by leveraging these tools.
So Musk's bet here with Macrohard or Hui is basically that AI will elevate efficiency over aesthetics, content over rigid form.
That seems to be the core gamble, yes. A fundamental reevaluation of what matters in software and business processes. And this reevaluation, driven by AI agents, it's a really fascinating potential shift. It could move us away from obsessing over how something looks on the screen.
And towards focusing entirely on what does it actually achieve. Does it get the job done effectively?
That's the heart of it. Effectiveness over traditional form.
Okay, fascinating stuff. Before we wrap up, just one more reminder about Hui Wang's History of China series. The latest volume, The Yuan Dynasty, is available now, ebook and paperback, a really great way to get rich historical insights. And finally, here's that provocative thought to leave you with. Could we see a future where traditionally rule-bound companies, the ones deeply invested in rigid formats and aesthetics, maybe like Microsoft has been with Office, actually struggle? Could they, in a way, become less relevant or even metaphorically die with the old ways if they don't adapt? While the more flexible, outcome-driven companies using these new AI tools to prioritize substance over style are the ones that truly succeed and lead the next wave. Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We'll be back with more insights next time.